You see the flash camera right here? Alternate reality. I just got that on camera. Your world comes around me virtually. Does anybody ever watch your live? No. They don't care about Tiffany. They care about themselves. And not being wrong. Super schizophrenic, huh? Did you get my ISIM codes back? Well, while I'm sitting here trying to hurry up and get dressed, they're sitting here talking about, oh my God, she's the ugliest person I've ever seen naked. I'm like, why the fuck are you seeing, motherfucker? And why are you talking shit? And why are you letting this bitch over here, named Rebecca, say thank you for getting my kids back? You slut bunny that looks like Chimo shit up here when I'm not up there with you. It's a fucking dude doing porn, looking down at Tiffany like it's her fault he's getting caught the fuck up. And who got my money, by the way? Didn't somebody say they won the lottery to their boss? What, is that my Homeland Security grant? If I can stay clean and sober when I'm not a drug addict anymore? Right, and you paid everybody else off to Hillshire Drive-ish, or maybe it was one of the other ones. Raleigh Heights, Palisades, one of them? Ring a bell at all? No? Raleigh Heights or Palisades? No? No. 503-994-9. 503-924-1639. Gerald. 471-326-4614. Nice. 971-779-9392. Sarah. 941-326-4217. LL. 909-427-6215. Sarah. 910-956-2474. Pasta. 888-996-8999989. Cool Spoon. 971-365-4178. Somebody to ring. The Fractac Your Lifers. 503-889-822992. These are all phone numbers that people write down on here. 941-327-71. Hillshire Drive, Raleigh Hills, or Palisades. Leah, 514-321-92. Wait, 514-321-9726. Leah, Leeaa. Leanne, Leanne. 971-625-9146. Lionel, 9816315 boss. 971-591-3216 Tara, question mark. 326-9222-1057. These are all the numbers that have been switched up in the computer system. 798-234-4162. So that's 369-4162 for someone else's number. 971-534-6716. 910-532-9462. Anthony Hopkins. 971-271-9721 question mark 3. And Dusty Trail 971-421-6218-15. Anthony Hopkins is a fucking scary movie, guys. He's the guy in the butterfly thing. I don't know why you keep talking about shit out loud on the fucking YouTube channel, Tiffany. We're trying to get you paid, he's thinking. So why don't you guys go up there and stop them from saying that? I can't get up there. Well, to put his body on. You know what his name is, right? Yeah? Okay, go look him up on Facebook and put his fucking body on then. That's what they did, right? To win all these votes. That's my scan-in tool, not his. Just because he was in my body or whatever, he downloaded it from Lucky or whatever. Yeah, that was me and Cheryl's shit, not his. The whole point was for her to have a body to wear for me, to stand up for people in court. Yeah, when we were saying Mike Allen didn't fucking blow up an apartment or some shit. Okay, so today you're going to have to start sending it to other cities or other states, Tiffany, because they're not listening in Portland or Seattle. Notice none of them are 360 because this game is only in Portland. It's not in Washington State. So why the fuck are they using Rachel's body up here? And why the fuck did they let Rachel up here lie on the stand about Tiffany? When it's not fucking Tiffany, it was Sarah doing porn. In alternate virtual reality, yeah. I have an FBI friendship circle that all got fired for sticking up for Rachel or whoever they weren't sticking up for instead of sticking up for Tiffany. Because they didn't know Tiffany was down here. So when she came down here and was like, I'll make sure Len Bug pays you, Tiffany, she didn't say Tiffany. She just said that. And I was like, okay, cool. Right? Just like the entity lady said, oh, I'm going to go to the law library, sweetheart, and I'll have your back. And then she come back later and said, okay, I guess I'll pray for you. And I'm all, great. What the fuck is that supposed to fucking mean? Because I'm not in there. Are they talking to somebody else with my name on? When they come close to me, they see someone different? Or what? Because this one said it was Rachel. And then she said it was Amy. And then she said it was Sarah. And then she said it was a whole bunch of other people like Katrina. And then she got her money or some stuff like that. But then again, who knows? It's an alternate reality, so who knows, right? No, dude, we filed reports 1,000 fucking times. Tiffany's not tripping. She's not hallucinating. Okay, they're like, I don't see the sparklies. They didn't see the sparklies in the video. It's going on right now still. You don't see that behind me? Right here? You don't see that sparkles on whatever his name is, face? Ice Cube or his name is? On Ice Cube. This one, Dr. Dre. You don't see this right here? This sparkly shit? You don't see that. I don't see it. You don't see sparkles? No. There's no fucking sparkles there, bro. It's in the fucking computer system. It's just annoying because the people watching the tape, they can't look through my eyes and see that. Because in the video, it looks like there's a fucking sparkle thing there. There's not. Because the sparkles are in the alternate fucking universe, okay? I don't know how to fucking explain it to you, but I'm not fucking tripping. Watch. Because they can see it, I think, if they have my eyes closed. Maybe regular people can't see it. God, you look hideous close up. God, they're so fucking rude. Here's Dr. Dre. Wait, that's the picture behind me. Do you see sparkles? No. Okay, so here's Dr. Dre, right? That's where the sparkles are, I think. Okay, so here's Dr. Dre. Okay. There's no sparkles there, right? You don't see anything sparkling? No, it's not there. It's still there. Okay, but on here. Weird again. Oh yeah, you can. See it next to his face and underneath his hat. Sparkling. No, there's nothing around me sparkling. It's not just reflecting. Right here. I'll turn yellow because my lifeline is yellow right now. Oh, it's not technically mine, it's someone else's, but yeah. And nobody knows it but me. There's no sparkles there, right? You don't see anything sparkling. It's not there. It's still there. Okay, but on here. You can barely see it. It's hard to do a reflection, but anyway. Well, it's not my fault that they get punked the fuck out, dude. I have a fucking sidewinder, man. No, you're not supposed to have sidewinders on the ground, but I do, so now what? They just took a freaking cavity thing out of my freaking tooth yesterday, and I'm like, what the hell, man? What did you do, disconnect my helmet to a different person, or did you disconnect someone else's? Because I was not the one up here in the FBI. Somebody else was. Whatever they did to Tiffany when they sent her those bodies virtually through her fucking eyes like that, made her stand there and hold her eyes open when they told her to do that one thing where she sat on the bed for 3 minutes and snot was pouring out of her nose, times 2. Whatever she did, dude, it changed the face of that forever, like big time. Like I can't explain to you. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. I mean, it's a good thing because it's making a lot of money in one way, but it's fucked up when you think about other people in the universe or on the ground getting hurt because of this, especially Tiffany not getting paid and this motherfucker still getting his fucking money over here. And it says kill Patrick, but I think that means kill Patrick and we're not killing anyone for the Savior program. That's my mom. Why are you talking shit about her? She's thinking. I mean, she sounds crazy talking about the spaceship, right? Yeah, because I don't know what else to call it, dude. It's a fucking something different. It's alternate reality thing. It's not really a spaceship. It's a fucking cue card word or whatever. No. Yeah, but... No, he said, because it wasn't you, her that did it. It was them doing porn in the spaceship or whatever, trying to make it look like something was something that it wasn't, dude. If you go back to the birthday, so it was 7 or 10, wait, 6, 16, 17, 18, 19. On the 19th, I think, or so, right, Poison Ivy came back. He told me that he had the car or whatever and asked for Uber to send me out there, and then he shows up here without notice, right? Okay, well, you know what happened after that, and I smelled balls, right? Okay, well, whatever it looked like to the Yui up here was like a guy that was on my head or whatever, or on his head or whatever, was doing something different. And he got in trouble because it just looked wrong. Whatever it was looked gay, or I don't know, man. Why don't you ask him? But anyways, it's a misconception from the UE sky. And like I said, the UE already said it looked like Tiffany was sitting here with her son over here and back then at the apartment when his old lady was there smoking bud out of a bong with her son, who they also didn't know was 22. They thought he was 17 because she said he was 17 because she didn't want to play the game. But anyway, it was her brother Robbie. And then they look through a different set of eyes, and it looks like she's sitting there as a guy with some other black guy that's not AK. And it's just, no matter how you turn it, it always looks like somebody else because they put people through her eyes. 2 black eyes and a white girl with big legs. Okay, and that could have been Mandy, Katrina, or Sarah because they all have bigger legs than Tiffany. Ashley has bigger legs too. They all do. They all have pair bottoms. It's weird. I'm like the only fucking out there. Like, can a bitch get a nice butt or something? I can't because I can't walk. I just have to stay here and work for 18 hours a day and pretend like I'm fine when I'm not. Financially or anything. These motherfuckers let this motherfucker take my X5 and ruin it, dude. He popped the tires. He keyed it. He jumped on the hood. He broke the window. He stole my battery. He stole my everything. Then, after all that, he freaking ran it out of gas on purpose and kept starting it. When I'm telling him, don't do that. You're going to blow the freaking gas pump. It's freaking a BMW X5. He did it anyway. So then it was sitting there, broke down. And then while I'm here in Vancouver, clean and sober, and talking to the upper echelon people, and they're saying they're going to pay for my apartment and all this stuff because they can get back to the UE or whatever we're not saying, and or at least help me with a resource to get a car or whatever 2.25 years ago. Okay. He's over there selling the door off of it and selling the front tire and all this shit. He's selling parts off my fucking car. So when I finally do go back there to get some of my stuff out of the apartment, which, by the way, I'm an eviction on there now because his punk ass went down to the fucking courthouse and freaking got permission from a telephone call to reopen it or whatever. And it's just stupid because I didn't want to let him do that. I moved out for a reason. I've lived here for 2 years. And yeah, I know Tanika was there because I stayed there with her for part-time, but that's not the point. The point is, I didn't want it to happen, and they let it happen for this reason, and I can't explain to you what it is. I shouldn't have a fucking eviction on my record when I gave up my whole fucking apartment to get off drugs and get the fuck away from AK and them, and these people up here are the ones that made me talk to him again. Because they made me scared to death I was going to go to prison for SWAT team murder, dude. I can't explain to you, man. Because they have visions. I can't explain it, dude. Because they can show you doing stuff that you didn't fucking do, man, and then threaten the shit out of you. But the problem is they weren't trying to threaten Tiffany. They were trying to threaten AK. But they don't know who Tiffany is when they're saying turn yourself in to Portland Police Bureau or whatever they were saying. And that Rikers and Folsom are having a feud about who's going to get her. Because in a syndicate, if you arrest a girl, you get all 5 people or whatever it wasn't. But anyways, it's just stupid, man. And there's another one too. They showed her running out the front with 5 other people also running out the front. And it's like, it's scary. And Tiffany, it's not that she can't tell the difference between real and fake. But when somebody's in your body and you have a second heartbeat, or 3 people virtually, because I can have up to 3 people in my body, 3 different heartbeats at the same time. I had high blood pressure at my doctor's appointment because 11 was in my body virtually. Okay. And it's basically a senior sort of. Yeah, they can drive me train. Oop, I didn't just slap my head. They slapped my head, you know what I'm saying? And like, they made me run out the back door. They made me feel scared. They made me do all this stuff. I felt like I was going to go to prison for what they did in here, is what they said out of my mouth. And they weren't just saying it for me, they were saying it for them. Because of whatever they were doing, pinging off kids. Okay, there's that child abuse thing that was talked about in schizo camp. When they said it out of my mouth, I feel like I'm going to go to prison for what they did in here. Or home invasion, or whatever, or a freaking murder, or a robbery, or a bad car accident, or whatever it is that they said out of my fucking mouth, dude. And it's just ridiculous. And it's like, it's not fair for them up there to be like, oh, well, she needs to go back to taking the pills or whatever. I'm like, how about you give me my money first? Because I don't believe you that it's all going to get disconnected. When I got pulled up to the echelon through my eyes virtually, okay, I have a fucking sidewinder. It's optical, okay? It's not back brain hearing the voices, dude. These people are virtual reality driving my train. And the second I take the medicine, the first thing they do is start reconnecting. I can feel them in my brain. I'm connected to like 1,000 billion fucking people. And they all know for a fact I'm innocent. They all know for a fact I started that S Corporation to be the deity group / savior program to make sure people get safely disconnected and only use it for what it's supposed to be used for. And that is, investigations, real ones, not fake ones, setting up so that other people can go free or whatever, or being population control through me, dude. I don't know for sure if Wilfred Brute got killed in prison with the blue pill that I took at the schizo clinic or not. Or if Sarah's daughter really died at the same time. Because I'm not you, and I don't know his last name, and I can't look it up. But my son is connected to a different Brood member who they were trying to kill too. And he was connected to someone else that I'm connected to. That's why it's scary, because I don't want my daughter to die because she's connected to us too, man. Then why does she have blue life force coming out for her church? Because you don't have my ice and codes on the ground. Because I'm a female. And it's UE, like heaven echelon. That's why I said the jumbled AEIONU it's an I stem code, and it's with Christianity, and these people up here with shields and sidewinders and visors, dude. It's from Arizona. It's an entity program. It's not real people. It's And then my son calls me and he's all, I already said that the other day, but he's like, yeah, he's like, I kissed my street sister or whatever when we were all drugged up or whatever. And for some reason, and I don't know if this is them saying it out of his mouth or whatever, but he's all, but for some reason, she looks like my sister. And for some reason, I look like my sister too. And I'm all, oh my God, don't even tell me this, Will Smith again. Because they already told me they set my son up. He'd some codes. They also said that I'm the one that pressed go or kill or turned him in or whatever for supposedly hurting his sister. And then they tried to turn around and say that I was setting my son up to free myself and some other fucking ignorant ass bullshit when I've been sitting here at my mom's house with them, with me, watching them set me up. But they can't get over there to where they're at because they're on a different freaking game, different lifeline, man. I saw the stars, so it made multiple, like 14 bars or whatever, pushing them up, whatever it wasn't through my eyes or whatever, dude. It's like you can't get there, dude. You can't get there. You can pull their body on if you know their name and they have a Facebook, or you can find them on YouTube or Snapchat or something. But that's the most you can do. And then you're lucky if you can file a report. Because once you put their body around, they're fucked. Mm-hmm. Did you put the body on of the guy who got my money and told his boss that he won the lottery? Yeah. When I sit here and don't talk, I'm talking to these people up here. Okay, I'm just sorry, I'm not trying to be boring if you're watching this, but you can only put one body on, Tiffany put it on at a time. Yeah, but all these bodies, these were cards. They didn't actually have bodies on doing porn up here. It was just pictures, okay? So whatever they were doing virtually, they would be looking at my face or whatever, trying to piss somebody off. And it wasn't just Tiffany's they used, dude. They just used a couple of her sexy face pictures or whatever. But no, I don't know what we send when we do that. I can see blue coming out of my hands. I can see virtual reality. I can see like peripheral stuff, but I can't see what it is that you send up for saves or any of that. Yeah, well, I was just at my daughter's birthday party and she came up and she gave me a big old hug and I'm like, yay, maybe she believed the video, you know? And, well, it's better than the time before that when he's sitting in her fucking body virtually not letting her hug me. She's literally standing there like a freaking stick. Like she did not want to hug me at all. When she first walked in the kitchen, she's like, hi, Mom. And then I went to give her a hug and he's like, right in her. Like it's like I'm a guy that hurt her or something because my daughter was never hurt by AK. It's a fucking misbeing, man. Or Anton or anybody. My daughter was never around anybody. The only time she ever really seen AK was when he helped Sal and Tony move. She didn't see him camping. She didn't know that he was there. This was just an adult thing. And the Yui did too lie up here. Again, about it. Because they're the ones that set up here that Sal and Tony were like, this is the last time you have to prove to us, Tiffany, that you're a good mom. They didn't fucking say that. You fucking lying ass bitch. Because they went back in time and did some stupid ass shit in the tent. That did in fact ping off kids. And got this man a CPS case, not Tiffany. Oh yeah? You want to keep calling me that bitch? Then why did Tanika daughters supposedly fill out a molesting report? Doesn't that sound like something evil AK would do? When he calls because he can't live there or whatever in an alternate reality, he calls her probation officer saying that needles are being done in front of kids. And didn't he threaten Tiffany on those text messages that if a certain situation, basically saying that if I didn't take the medicine to stop hearing the voices that were giving me guilt trips or whatever, to whatever we were saying, then they were going to start talking shit to Soraya on her phone or on her Facebook or on her Snapchat. Well, he was saying that because they had already done that. And they were trying to cover their ass because they're pinging off of children for whatever reason. Yes, we've been with Tiffany for 2.25 years, dude. We're keeping her alive, okay? She has 7G electronic brain scan code cancer from us pulling down the fucking 7G rays from Japan. Right now we're over Austria again and somewhere else in Ohio. None of these people are chimos, dude. I'm sick of hearing it in my brain stems. None of these people that you're seeing hurt these children, okay? They just were looking pervertedly through people's eyes virtually. Who all have a matching skin child for some reason, named Tiffany. The skin situation is basically part of the program that was on the Sean's computer on Bamboo Day where everybody was betting or whatever. And they turned the whole room against me or whatever, right? Well, part of that program was the skins program within there somehow. And it may not have been then, but it turned into it. Okay? Well, either fucking way, I'm the one that got permission to further develop that software that was on his computer from Germany that was been pirated by the United States, he said. And maybe he was the only one pirating it. The United States wasn't. But anyway, I'm the one that got permission from them to further develop it, to not be talking out of my mouth to not set me up for robbery or murder or child abuse, to not mix my brain stems up with Tanika Brown. Because when Tanika Brown got arrested from that apartment, yeah, they set that up too. When she got arrested from that apartment, she didn't hurt her fucking kids either, or let her daughter do porn, or whatever. She wasn't having sex with her daughter or doing any inappropriate stuff or whatever they're saying. Which is probably one of the reasons why Kate wanted whatever up here to keep whatever over it. But anyway, yeah, well, mommy said he couldn't live there. He couldn't control that part of it. But anyways, I lost it. No, Katrina's kids never got taken away from her in real life, okay? But up here, that's what the UE said, okay? And they said Tiffany's kids got taken away from her, and Sal's, and Rachel's, and pretty much everybody's kids got taken away from them. But the problem is that they cut out 4 years of time, okay, back to 2019, to avoid the needle usage around AK, okay? Because you can't work for them if you are on points, okay? And I was clean and sober for the last 2.5 years. I wasn't doing points, so they didn't want to relive that part and it be in their face or whatever. But the other person still does them. And so do another person that he sees with his funny thoughts on it. And who knows who else sometimes. And maybe he doesn't see her anymore, but he used to. But anyways, the point is when, right. It's like, you can't, but yeah, the game goes through his brain stems up here. Hold on to someone else, I guess. And then why do they keep showing Tiffany needles in her face then? That's Mary. I'm so locked out. Just going around my ear. I said, Rachel's not your friend right now. You stole her house, covered in sin. I'm all, you mean mine? Because Tiffany never had a house because Tiffany wasn't in here. And Tiffany didn't log into one because she'd never been in trouble and was not the boyfriend of one either. But my UE people were supposed to have an Empress Division, which is basically a fucking impenetrable fortress where it sits above the stars and it doesn't get hurt by nobody and it sticks up for Tiffany. Because all that fucking money in this alternate universe, that money is mine. Every single fucking thing that you guys live on up there, half of it is mine because it wouldn't be there if I wasn't here. Okay? And don't argue that because you know it's fucking true. Because these are my brain stems you're stealing, dude. And the friends and just pinging off my brain stems, pretending you're Rachel over there with her UE benefits or whatever. With her, was it? Her landline and Mary Lee's landline and Sarah or Summer's landline and Sal's landline. Yeah, I applied for a freaking Verizon landline so that I could have people represent me here because I had to ping off my mom's hotspot, right? And it was approved and everything, and they stole it up here. And so they have it up here in my fucking name, running up this bill. And now I could probably never get one again if I tried. But even if I did, I tried right now. Guess what? It would just go right up here. Just like my Chime Card accounts that I try to get. Every single fucking thing on our fucking YouTube channel says, please help, please help, please help. It's just ridiculously fucked up. Because this guy is taking credit for everything and they just... Part of it is that the division of measurement that we're talking about, she was asking for help from, which was not just the cops, but the people above them, they did not know what this was that we're talking about, where the money is, or where it came from, or how it got there, because it's going through a black web channel over here, ciphering through China somehow, or Japan, where they have better technologies, medical advancements, technological advancements, crime prevention, the future, inventions, all this shit, all these updates to these systems and shit. but it's only up here. And the reason why that is virtual reality. And if you go back in time, you can see that it did too come from Manny in Bowen, Arizona, because he had it too. I lost my stone codes. Yeah, because you were hurting Tiffany with them. No, I wasn't. Vitiligo? Yeah. Oh, there you go. Camera. Polar bear. No one even let me in my Gmail to read any of it. It's so fucking traumatizing, dude. It's so fucking annoying. You have no idea. It's so fucking annoying. Yeah, because Timmy kept Peter with us, that's why. And it's not that she can't, it's just that she's not on line one, so they're used to seeing her and they're like, oh cool, just pull her up here. Because everybody else they see they can pull up here and they know what's going on because they're already in here. Just waiting to be pulled in, so to speak, but Tiffany's on the ground. So even if we pull Tiffany in here, I don't know how to explain it, because we are computer people in an alternate universe. Tiffany is a human being on the ground. So even if we pull Tiffany up here, she's on a chain, and it might have her memories in it, but it'll have everybody else's personality in it, and it gets really confusing. It's just hard to explain. Right, so ownership and all that is like impossible for her to sign papers or do anything. Yes. And technically it's only for people who've been in trouble, which is not supposed to be, because this is a fucking multi-billion-dollar fucking corporation with Homeland Security. I don't know why the fuck they keep asking questions of this bitch when Tiffany's right here. Texas. Texas is where I was at when the cops paid for my luggage. And yes, I am on the phone with them all around the United States. Meaning they talk out of my mouth and in my head, and we're talking back and forth about different stuff in here, blah, blah. But usually it's just us looking around or whatever we do. Talking to Tiffany about what's going on here, sticking up for Tiffany and us at the same time. You see how that just came out of one nostril and I blew it over here? I don't know how to explain it to you, but that's impossible. It's because I have a half body facing this way. A cigarette not burnt for somebody. Yeah, I guess. It's okay. Pee-pee. I hope she got a wreck and didn't get beat up. No, I was just gonna see if I could read some of my emails on fucking YouTube, dude. Because I mean, these ones aren't hardly any on here, but every single thing on my YouTube channel is begging for help from the law, and like the most they can do is write me back and say, "Well, you better check CPS or report it." They won't tell me nothing over the phone, and I don't have a fucking part to go over there. I've already requested my records be sent to me or whatever they're saying, the CPS file, whatever the fuck this is. Why did Marisa see something? She told Sal that their names were all listed on it. Like, why can Marisa get it but not Tiffany? Because what is it filed against Tiffany? Because they didn't fucking file that against Tiffany either. Those are 3 things on your ID, right? I finally just got out to a point. Please watch dating Xavier Partners lips. Elijah and Xavier's mom. Listen to Daryl Bailey. The Secret Service, CIA, FOIA, UCIA.gov. Like, I don't even know if they get these messages or if they get truncated. It's like I just got to the point where I even stopped explaining anything and I just send the videos for them to listen to because it's easier that way. But they don't, they just get stopped or something. On my Tiffany report, Tiffany, SEVN, the Goddess of War and Wisdom, at gmail.com is truncated big time. I deleted a whole bunch of emails and I still can't even get into it. Because that's what they do. They just ruin your life for no fucking reason. Because they weren't supposed to be ruining my life. They were supposed to be ruining the life of a dude that got killed. So when he got killed, everything fell down on me. And they're like, oh, okay, well, now it's just time to take the pills and get disconnected. I'm sorry. You guys pulled me up to the UE and said we were going to fix it in 2 years? Like, I don't fucking think so. You owe me money, man. And I promise that you're going to have my back behind my back if I do take the pills and my daughter's not going to die and nobody's going to die, for one. And for two, that you won't be talking out of my mouth. And if you are going to be talking out of my mouth still, then you better pay me for that shit. Because that means I still can't have a relationship with anybody or have sex or do anything like that, man. Because that means my sidewinder's in place still. Because if I have sex, they have sex. And it gives you CPS cases. This is me and one of my best friends. Oops. My phone's stupid again. Anyway, my phone's gay. It's showing it upside down for some reason. But that's me and my friend Mandy. That was on my birthday. She's the one that had the virtual reality. That used to live in Portland 2 years ago, which is where I cut the bodies from. Sarah Gleason. Yeah, we're still best friends. And one of you says you're not right because all they do is set me the fuck up using everybody else, acting like they don't like me or whatever. Just because I said she's the ops or whatever, she's not the ops on the ground. She's my best friend. It's just that they play both sides and they use her against me in here. Because they get money, dude. Whether it's in real life on the ground or not, it's not the fucking point. The point is that they've always done that because Mandy played the game and I didn't. Because she was friends with him and I wasn't. But yet I'm him still and he's not even alive anymore. It's just stupid. None of these have writing on it. Mm-mm. Well, there's a whole bunch of notes to you up here in this account, but she doesn't have an Apple. She's not that, dude. And by the way, Arizona, when I said please watch, these issues are being covered up by someone, phoenixfbi.gov, that was supposed to be a help. I was sticking up for you guys, not blaming you at all. Not at all. I know you took it personal. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that at all when I sent them. Because it says, please watch, these issues are being covered up by someone, phoenixfbi.gov. It was saying, please help. Please watch FBI.gov Phoenix. These issues are being covered up by someone in Portland. Yeah, well, this picture here, this one was on the CIA Facebook for a minute, and then they took it off because of the setup thing. And I can't even open it. That's what let me. Oh, I filled out 11 IC3s in my life. An Interpol report, a second Interpol report, a local jurisdiction report, states none of my friends hurt my kids have never been hurt, and all kinds of stuff, man. It's just freaking ridiculous. Can't even read this. My name is Tiffany Browning, and I own the Syndicate Criminal Mafia in Portland, Oregon as Athena 7 Nina Moon. They used against me illegally. I am other echelon. We are reaching out to the Secret Service, Homeland Security, Interpol, the CIA, SWAT, ATF. Because SWAT, ATF were on my team up here. FBI and FBI Cybersecurity, and I am a trillionaire with the Universal Echelon, formerly known as the Upper Echelon. Most of them are women in the sky because that's who I talk to mostly. But it could be guys in girl bodies because they have to do that because of the law thing. Anyway, meanwhile, you got this dude up here talking shit about how ugly she looks naked. I don't care about heart. Who's Care Bear? You're good, Sarah. One. Okay. Love you, Sarah. Not Wellington, the syndicate that smokes crank, that every time she got arrested or was in schizophrenic, she comes up dirty. I'm clean and sober. I'm not on drugs. He never reached Ashley. Whatever. These are just versions of these people, man. Brain stems mixed in with different people, dude. Your boss is here. Nothing. They were talking about when I let the guys out of hell and accidentally was reaching up for a guy, and the guys I let out were the people on my syndicate list back then. It wasn't Criminal Mafia, it was Syntax Circus. It's a fucking thing, dude. It's just so fucked up. Anyway, who exists in Christianity and who are law enforcement. I'm the only one on the ground legally connected to them with the ISTEM codes that are $1 million trillion. It keeps our dollar bills going up 15-20% indefinitely. On the ground, I have peed blood out of my pee hole. I almost got AIDS in my skin. We fixed it with the scholarly program in the sky and the scrolls. I am the floating globe and pyramid with the UE. I am Depth the Covert Cobra King on the ground. I've been in here for about 4.5 years since penmanship and Bo accidentally put me in here as an administrative assistant to a towing company when they were here, but they lived in Arizona before he died in a motorcycle accident. And I'm not in here with you. Your world is around me. But the thing is, mentally, I'm in here because I'm talking to you guys, or you guys are talking to me, or whatever you want to call it. No, I've never been in the alternate universe. I have been an anchor since they put me in here like that. And I don't know if it was a law enforcement person on my head trying to figure shit out, or if it was just them playing the Game of Thrones. You'd have to go ask Mikey Allen, who's probably dead. Or maybe Anthony Cias, if you can find him, who lives in Arizona. Didn't really play the game at all. And those other people like Mandy or other people, you have to ask them exactly what the fuck it is, because I would never play the game. I didn't bet. I don't online bet. I don't hurt people. I don't talk shit. Ashley Service knows too, dude. They were all talking shit about Tiffany. That's why Amy just kept saying you're a good person and bootstrapped the manager. Before it was the black guy at the apartments on Cora Street. This was fucking 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. He told me get out of here by the first of the year because of what they've been doing. They've been looking through my eyes, talking shit to me, making me take showers in the dark and all that shit, dude. It just fucked up. And it was supposed to turn off when I crossed the bridge, and it did the first time, but they sent me back over there to Manny's house. They trained her on me to call her and all this and that. And then they sent me virtual bodies from my eyes, scanned them in, blah, blah, and it definitely fucking connected me to them for life. And then they pulled me up to the UE through my eyes to fix it. Gave me a Sidewinder that matched somebody in here that was supposed to help me, protect me. But somebody else got killed, and then it all got fucked up. And the woman who was protecting Tiffany got fired because they thought she was cheating the system or some other stupid ass shit. Because it's a good dude's game. And ultimately, it's up to the game controller, and the game controller is scandalous as fuck. Even the game controller don't know what the fucking truth is because it's his back brains. Tiffany's the only one that talks back and forth to us from the ground. Bo accidentally put me in as administrator of the towing company. Through the phone line, said AK knows how to backdoor because he used to work at a cell phone company. Which is how they got through to Sreya's fucking and Rachel's, all those people's freaking up here or on the ground emails on Facebook and Snapchat and talking to each other like they're each other. Like Sal would write Rachel out of the blue saying, don't be friends with Tiffany for whatever reason or whatever. And then Sreya gets a message from her dad, supposedly just whatever you don't write back and let's keep this between us, but I don't like your mom anymore or whatever. And it's just fucking, or my son writing her from an alternate reality saying some stuff that he didn't say to her at all. I'm his fucking mom. He just got done right what? Tiffany thought being stuck up there at the God's table, Mom. That's Chris saying that to Rebecca. Anyway. Or Cammy's son or whatever her name is it. Scan my I've been infiltrated every way possible trying to win money and everything. They have catfished me. They have dogwood me. Because my eyes scan what I'm reading, dude. I can't explain it. It's hard to keep up with it because I literally see the scanning thing from the drone ship program or the availability to scan an ID or scan your text over whatever. It makes my eyesight go in and out. It gets blurry and blah, blah, blah. It's taking it up there. Set base. Cabinet handle. Anyway, they have gaslit me, but it was really somebody different. They have stolen my identity, and there's another one too. Purchase secret, whatever, blah, blah. 4 million goes down to the ground to me to do whatever the F word. My backward scanning tricked into getting 3 bodies from the echelon sky through my eyes. They sent them through my eyes like optical illusions. I felt them go over me like sweaters. They sent me a bunch of optical illusion price them codes. What? No, I'm just letting her read her thing. Yeah, but this is not the case. Tiffany's innocent, and this guy keeps saying she's guilty of porn and all this other stuff. These are all off of her brain stems up here. She's not in here, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, backwards brains. It's all their backwards brains. They come back out here on timers having no fucking clue, and their forward brain in here what their backwards brain did yesterday or last year or whatever. So all the zipper court case with all the child abuse stuff all got opened up, and everything's solved. And none of these fucking people hurt their goddamn kids. Tanika didn't, Tiffany didn't, Tony didn't, Rachel didn't. Nobody hurt their kids, especially women. This one multiple homicide with a capital C on it goes this way. Because that will kill Tiffany and Elijah Antoine if you kill that situation. I'm not talking about in here. I'm talking about on the ground. The way Tiffany's connected is illegal. You can't just take the fucking pills, lady, because her brain is mush, man. We're keeping her alive through this fucking system, and it's not just her either, dude. It's other people too. Leave Twan alone or whoever he is up here. You need to stop being a bully, dude. What do you want me to do? Play the bully song for you again, asshole? Why are you talking on Facebook about M-wording somebody, Sarah? Are you watching it? Yes, dude, this bitch is up here named Sarah, looking down at Tiffany, or maybe she's looking up at him, talking about M-wording people. Okay, well, maybe you need to go back and watch Tiffany's YouTube channel, because what Tiffany is saying is it looks like you guys are M-wording people when you're doing virtual reality porn with brain stems mixed in with kids. LaShawn did not know I was a fucking mom. And the Will Smith thing with, it wasn't his son, I guess it was his daughter. But anyway, that did too become a YG accumulation, and it was too a wrong ping for something different that had something to do with us. Not listening to fucking Tiffany 2 years ago when she asked you to just shut the fucking game down. I got permission to further develop it because I knew this shit was going to happen because I came back from the future. My name's Cheryl from Arizona, and it's not really my name, and I do work there, and I'm not the one from Portland that lost my job either. It's that one. Okay, I'll fill out something today. Because I don't even remember what it said in the email. Because it's not like apparently I said some bad stuff. I didn't mean to. I guess I just need to explain some things better. All right, well, I'm going to stop this and try to do something for Cheryl. I'm going to go through my timeline a little bit. And I try to make bullet points of it. Because they can only go back 1 year. And they got blamed for a whole lot of shit because they didn't know they buffered it either. That was Tiffany buffering it. It's just, you know. It's just that she didn't remind, so it's hard to explain. Because I cut out the needle part so that the UE members up here didn't have to sit there and watch AK or Tiffany or anybody else who used to do points or who looked like they were doing points, you know. No, they don't do heroin, dude. It's just something I can't explain. Anyways, because then they would have to go through it like they're doing it, dude. It's just fucked up. That's why I have hives right now, because I had hives back then. I was like 50.